am Mr. Cack. Over to one direction is Jared. Over to the other direction is TJ. We're the nerds. We like to rage. We're watching trailers. If you like this stuff, comment, subscribe, share. Give it to anyone. Next up, we are going to watch Stranger Things 4, Welcome to California. It's a little teaser. It's only going to be a short one, so let's do this.
74 years later.
The kids have grown up.
All the kids were 14 when we last left them are now like 28. Thank you.
All of them are now Devon Sawa.
Dear Mike, today is day 185. I think I have finally adapted.
I sort of say they did a good job with her. They didn't with him. Yeah, he looks like 19.
Hold on to your butts, bro, chachos.
I even like school now. I have made lots of friends. Even so, I am ready for spring break. Mostly because I get to see you.
No.
So when last we left them, she kind of lost her power, right?
The best
Yeah.
spring
Or
break
like it,
ever.
yeah.
That turned quickly.
So, okay. I mean, obviously the pandemic had a lot to do with screwing this up beyond where we could come from. And that's a great shot. Top right. Look at the age difference.
Oh, yeah.
So, that may not be the same thing, but I mean, that's how I felt.
No, but I mean, the one on the right-hand side of that picture is Finn Wolfhard from maybe not the time of the first Stranger Things, but pretty dang close.
I don't know what you can do better for a trailer. I think people are ready for this anyway. So, like, you can't give them too much because they're already kind of... I don't think people have forgotten about this because Stranger Things took off like a freaking madman. And I'm waiting for it, too. My biggest thing was, like, how are they going to explain the fact that they're all 9 years older? And so far, which Millie is... she just has a kind face. She has a kind face where, like... I feel like she's going to be one of those actors, and there's a few other lady actors that like they don't really look different from the time that they are 20 to the time that they are 45. And I think Millie is going to be she's going to be one of those what's the girl True Grit Haley Seinfeld. It's not
Steinfeld.
Steinfeld. She's one of those ones too that started out young, and when she's 45, she's going to look the exact same as she does now. There are just certain actors that can do that. Mostly they're female, and I don't know why that is, but like dudes, something about the things that happen to you, I won't say it to get banned on whatever platform you're watching this on, but something about dudes, when they go from adolescent to preteen to teen, there is a rapid change in face and physique and everything. That was my main concern with this, and I'm not worried, but I'm curious as to why like that was mainly all the shots we got. Like, where are the rest of them? Winona Ryder, she's one of those two. Like, she looks the same as, you know, when she was younger. I mean, she ages well, and a lot of her age, like if you've seen her without all the Hollywood, I don't want to say prosthetics, but like they've dolled her up, they've made her look older. I mean, she still looks young. That's actually, oddly enough, and I think it's going to be good, but, like, I'm kind of curious to see how they play it off as, like, the fact that they all look 9 years older. Maybe not 9. What is it, 3, 4? So, like, they went from, like, 16 to 19, and they'll be like, we're still in high school. So, TJ, I don't know. We talked about this before. Where are you at on this? Are you ready for – do you think that the pandemic ruined Stranger Things because there's been too much of a gap between the time? Because they were filming Stranger Things – at the start of the pandemic, and then they had to stop, and then they came back in and finished it out. So are we going to get literal that screen comparison there about the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth one down, where it's like, little boy, young teenager. Are we going to get that in the series? Like one scene, he's like, ha, 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 we moved to California, guys. And then cuts back and he's like, hello, I play jock football now. Ha ha.
Yeah, young teenager. Finn Wolfhard's like 30 now, right? He's wearing that undershirt tank top thing, and he's like smoking a pack of Marlboro. Like, miss you too, 11.
Hey, 11, how you been? You still talk to the guys and that one friend of ours who had the radio tower and the friend in Brazil or wherever that was?
Hey, Renee's trying to explain it away. LOL, the stress of everything 11 brought into their lives aged them. Hey, there you go. Except for Will. Will is like 9 feet tall now, but has the most god-awful haircut. They're like, all right, listen, we know you got older, but bowl cut it is.
That's actually, you know what? She actually brings up kind of a good point. Now, I would be surprised if they didn't kind of nonchalantly throw that in there and be like, well, you've been under a lot of stress, so it's...
You went to another dimension.
You went to another dimension. It'll make you age, honey.
TJ, where you at with Stranger Things 4?
Drop us on it, TJ.
Can't wait for it to come out. Looks like it's going to be fun.
Okay.
Y'all pretty much said everything about the age difference. I mean, what more can I say on it? Sorry.
Is there anything that you're wanting to see? Because, like, listen, they showed the conspiracy guy. There's clearly someone using Uzis in a house. So we're getting a Russian tie back in. Like,
Yeah.
Like, does that plot line? I feel like that was one of the plot lines that kind of got really polarizing with fans from season 3. Like, there was a lot of things that polarized some fans in season 3. But like, do you like that aspect of it?
It's the 80s, so it's still in the Cold War.
That's true.
You know, even though now it looks like it's, you know, should be 1990 something, but you know, whatever.
Well, what if and we don't know, what if they try to do that? What if they try to pass this off as like, hey, you close the gap 7 years later, or 4, 5, 6 years later. I wouldn't be opposed to that, by the way.
I could see it maybe being like 1 to 2 years.
Okay, yeah, and that's fine. But like,
you know, kids, you know, they do have growth spurts eventually, and you know that could explain why they all look like, you know, 90 or 19, 21-year-olds smoking the pack of Marlboros and getting shitty bowl cuts.
Wait a minute. Renee says, wait, how could they be polarized when all the magnets within a radius lost their power? To which I say, Renee, go home.
Listen here, nerd.
I'm just kidding.
We're not talking science, we're talking nerd.
Listen,
stuff.
It's not science.
It's been like 15 years since we've seen season 3, so I can't remember all of it. Okay?
Somehow Finn Wolfhard is older than me at this point.
I saw him at Comic-Con in 2015. He was a little boy. I saw him at Comic-Con in 2021. He was 7 feet tall.
Saw him drop his kids off on set. Like,
you boys go to the nursery now. Miss Annie will take care of you.
Dad's gotta pick up some Reds. Oh, right. Yeah, gotta
pick up some Red and some Budweiser.